Okay, everyone. So, it's about 7 in the morning. Again, another one of my sleepless insomnia nights. So, I decided to record a video. Um, I was watching a video, and I'll post a link to the video that I was watching because someone on my Facebook had posted about posted this video about a girl talking about, Obama supporters. Aren't you at least, disappointed, or where's the outrage, and blah blah blah. And she brings up some good points, and I will give her that. I don't want to say that she's, not wrong, because everything she says is fact. Um, but I see a lot of, people, especially the people who were like all for Obama, like because he didn't do every single thing that he said that he would do, kind of turn their back on him, and that kind of pisses me off because it's like if you choose to back someone, you stay loyal to them to the hilt. That's just my belief. That's I'm not gonna completely criticize those people. It's not my place to judge them. Um, I just don't agree with it, and I'm just voicing my opinion. Um, Now, I'm not a political science major. I don't follow a lot of politics for this reason. Um, but I am an Obama supporter. I did vote for Obama. Um, I was very yes we can and all of that. Um, I want to say a few things. Um, as far as the Obama administration goes, and the how I feel, and just some of my thoughts on it. Um, so okay, as a person who did vote for Obama, I will say this: I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not underwhelmed. I'm just whelmed. And what I mean by that is, it's not like, woo, this guy's the greatest thing ever, or oh my god, this guy's the devil. No, I'm just like, yeah, he's alright. He's okay. Obama has his pros and cons, just like every other leader. Um, you know, and let's start with the cons. Like the young lady mentioned, he did not bring the troops home. He did approve the bombing of those countries. He turned a blind eye to some of the huge injustices done to the POWs, the torture and all of that. He didn't follow through with what he promised for closing Gitmo. And this is not cool. You say you're going to do something, you do it. Now for some of the pros. Unemployment is down, actually, the lowest it's been in a long time. I don't know the exact numbers. I was not like really, gonna go and look up and be another one of those. Oh, here I'm gonna throw statistics and statistics because anybody could generate statistics. There's so many different people that say, well, there's this statistics, and oh no, they're wrong, and the statistics and the percentages are this. I'm just gonna say unemployment is down. From what I can see from everything that I've looked at. Um, which is great. I can prove that unemployment. I have a job. It may not be the greatest job, but I have a job, and I like my job, and I'm happy doing it. Um, do I wish I was making more money? Yes, I do. Um, and Obama worked on things and helped to be able to make to create more jobs and to help people. And he did attempt to give us health care that would work, but that is still a work in progress in my opinion, so I can say that lands in both categories. His heart was in the right place, but at the same time, he knew what he was doing was going to piss a lot of people off and what they were going to view it as, and he still went ahead with it anyway, and But the thing is, I can respect this. Just like I can respect George Bush. This is one of the few things you'll hear me say, no matter how many people criticized him or said, hey, that's not going to work, or that's a bad idea, and then it floundered, they still both stood by their bad decisions. They still both stood by and said, yep, that was me right there. I did that. And they said, this is the course we need to stay, no matter how much public ridicule, and I can respect that. You make a pile of crap, and you stand by that pile of crap, alright. And, the other thing I can say is, this is one of the big things that most Obama haters fail to see. He was handed one of the worst administrations. I mean, he was dealt a bad hand since the Depression, when good old George W. Bush said, "Ha-ha, you clean up the mess I made." On top of that, the Republicans were so butthurt that they lost twice in a row that they opposed Obama at every turn. How do you get a job done if the people, regardless of party, that are supposed to work, work for you, when you are, the elected leader, and do not get your back? I was in the Army. I took orders from people I did not like. Hell, I have done that in the regular work world. But I followed the orders and worked with them to get the job done. Regardless, when it comes down to it running a country, when the election's over and the dust is settled, it's not about this party, that party, blah, blah, blah. And the truth is, the majority of the folks up on Capitol Hill do not care as long as they get paid and have a job. I feel that this BS, that this is BS. And while I'm a Democrat, or this BS, while I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, or whatever party you are, needs to stop. We need to remember these three words: we the people. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. The people. Somewhere along the way, folks forgot that. So how about we just lay the burden down and forget about what party or what race, and just remember we are all people. And hell, most of us are broke, struggling, or just trying to get ahead. The reason we all blame Obama, is because he sits in the big chair. At the head of the table. But he can't do his job if the people assigned to work under him, who help make this country go, do not back him up. Well, then nothing gets done when done right, when you only have half your tools. You get a half-ass job. And so, am I upset with Obama? No. Do I wish he could have followed through and done more? Yes. But you can't always get you what you want. That's just how life is. I just want to say that this partisanship, or this party, that party, this race, that race, when are people going to see that it just doesn't matter? What matters is we're a country, and we're a government that was formed, of the people, by the people, for the people. And our Constitution says, we the people. All those people who signed that Constitution, didn't matter if they were Republican or Democrat. That didn't matter. All that mattered is that we signed that Constitution, it was ratified, and that we were a country. We the people. That's what mattered. So, why can't we get back to that? We all don't have to agree, but we all don't have to get into fights because we don't agree. What we need to do is get along and lay the burden down and just say, you know what, I don't care who you voted for. I don't care who you support. You're my neighbor. You're another person just like me. Because I guarantee you there'd be... You could take the most right-wing, Bible-thumping, racist, everything, throw everything, all the bad right-wing stuff in there. And if that person who is filled with all that hate, you get some of these extremist hate groups, and you take the hater, most hatest of, hates gays, hates blacks, hates hippies, and is in the middle of the desert and is dying. And a gay black hippie, or Chinese, or whatever you want to say, comes along and has the methods to save his life, he ain't going to care what that man believes. He ain't going to care, what color he is. He's going to care about living. And that person isn't going to care that this man hates him. He's going to care about saving him. You can take two people that are opposed from different, never met each other, whatever. They have the beliefs, they know, okay, you believe this, I believe that. Comes down to it, if they got to rely on each other to live, they're going to live. Because that's what we all want to do. We all want to live. I had a funny story, and I'm going to go with and I'm going to kind of sort of end with this. I was watching a motivational video. A guy's telling a story about a man who went to see this guru who talked about being successful. And he went to the guru and he says, I want to learn from you. I want you to teach me how to be successful. And the guru says, you want to learn how to be successful? He says, yeah. Sorry. 5:30 tomorrow morning or around sunrise, whatever time, sunrise was. I've heard a couple different tellings. At sunrise, meet me at the beach. I'll teach you how to be successful. Be ready to learn. So, kid shows up. The guru's out there standing at the edge of the water. And he tells the kid, let's go into the water. And he looks at the guru and says, how is this supposed to help me be successful? The guru just, you want to learn from me? Don't question it. Just do what I tell you. And he said, okay. And he made sure the kid had, somewhere in the story, he made sure, he says, I want you to promise me you're going to follow my instructions, every word. And if you follow these instructions, you'll learn how to be successful. So over the time the story progresses, it takes him out a little further. And the guy is right about up to, the water's up to about his chin. And the guru says, okay, take a step out a little further. When he does, the guru pushes him down under the water when he can't stand no more. He's treading the water. And the guy's struggling, trying to get to air, trying to breathe, and struggling. And finally the guru lets him up. And the guy looks and says, what are you, crazy? Are you out of your mind? And he swims into shore, and the guru meets him on the shore. He says, how is that supposed to... You're just crazy. How is that supposed to make me be successful? And he says, when you were under that water and I was holding you down, what were you thinking about? What was the only thing that was on your mind? I wanted to breathe. I wanted to live. I wanted to survive. That's it. That's how you be successful. You have to want it as bad as you want it to breathe. And I use this as a parable because of this. if a person who hated whatever it is he hated was drowning in the middle of the ocean, and the person or that thing that he hates came along with the means to save his life, he'd reach out and ask for that to be saved. He'd want to live. He'd want to breathe. We got to want things to work as much as we want to breathe. And the sooner we realize that, the sooner we will get along, the sooner we will understand, and the sooner a lot of stuff will change. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm expecting tons of hate mail, comments. I will be linking the video that I saw down in the description below. Please like, share. Again, understand these videos aren't scripted. They aren't rehearsed. I mean, I was reading the comment that I posted from the thread, and then I kind of went on to my own little tangent. But I don't rehearse. I do this either in one take or I don't do it at all. I do have some upcoming videos. Again, send me suggestions for topics, things you want me to talk about, and I'll see if I can get around to it. I really hope you guys enjoy this. Good luck. Be safe. Get along. And